Tally is an automated financial services company. So our first product is an automated debt manager, and what that means is that we help people manage the liability side of their balance sheet. So right now that means just credit cards, but if you think about what a lot of automated asset managers do, they're doing that for your savings, for your investments. What we do is help people manage their credit card payments and effectively make that process really easy for them by doing it for them. So we're saving them money on interest, we're preventing them from getting late fees, and we're effectively automating that entire process because ultimately you don't want to spend your Saturday doing that if you have credit card debt. You want to spend your Saturday with your kids, with your family, doing anything else. And so we're able to take on that burden for you. So a little bit of background about myself, how I got into this role and ended up at Tally. I started my career on the more kind of traditional finance background. I was an investment banker at JP Morgan in my first role, and even though that was kind of where I started, I never really thought of that as like a career path. I guess for me, I kind of viewed that, 5, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, the idea of kind of sitting in an office or on a golf course was like very boring to me and predictable. And so I knew I wanted to do something a little bit different and more specifically wanted to do something on the operational side to be very close to the decision-making process. So not just telling people what they should do, but doing it and being part of that process. And so I moved eventually over to the private equity side and joined a first-time fund who had kind of a different perspective and a unique perspective on investing. And when it became time to think about, okay, do I want to do this long-term? I said, okay, actually, no, if I don't go to the operational side now, then what if I wake up in 10 years and I never did that? And that would be really scary. So it's actually least risky for me to go do the operational side. And so I moved on and joined actually SoFi. A friend of mine was there and said, why don't you check this out? And it was a fantastic opportunity to work on the capital markets team there. I eventually became the co-head of that group and learned a lot about just operating a business, growing a business, and really what it meant to be in financial services and be specifically in Fintech. And what was, unique, I guess, from my perspective was if you don't spend time in consumer finance, you really forget or never know how large the space is. And so as I was learning that and experiencing that at SoFi, I had the good fortune of meeting a lot of founders, meeting a lot of investors who were working on new projects, developing new technologies in real time, and that was really exciting. And I thought, okay, if I want to do something next, I actually want to do something early stage. And if I do something early stage, I want to do something that's really, really tech focused, even though I'm, probably the least tech savvy person in this room. But I, knew I wanted to be around that and knew I wanted to have my next experience be with something that had a differentiated product. And so I was fortunate to meet Tally's co-founder, Jason Brown, who I thought I was just meeting for a coffee, and he kind of pitched me on this automation as a financial platform and as the really next stage in how we engage with our financial services, not just on the debt side, but also on savings and everything. And so I was, sold and all that good stuff, and so I ended up joining and have been very happy and excited to work on the problem since. So it's been a fantastic ride, and I think if there's a piece of advice, I guess it's mostly go where you like the people and go where you trust the people to be able to build something and learn from them, and that's been a good path for me thus far.
Awesome. Thank you.